How you all doing? It's Tuesday, and we're talking brand new video games again, as we do every week. Today I have my shake because I am on a cleanse right now. My doctor wants me to go on one, so you do what the doctor says, right? So, anyways, shake that up. Shake it. I know it's tappa, but I changed to shake. Anyway, let's try it, huh? No. Okay. Hey, I get to drink this for breakfast and dinner, so yeah, feeling good about that. Top game of the week is more DLC. Last week it was Dead Cells DLC. This week it's Far Cry 6 DLC. Called Pagan Control. Pagan was the main bad guy in Far Cry 4. 4? My hand looks weird. And now you get to play as him. So, cool. That's coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Stadia, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Next we have two PC ports, or two games coming to ported to PC that were previously console exclusives. First we have Monster Hunter Rise, which was a Switch exclusive, now coming to PC. And the second is God of War, the PS4 game, now coming to PC. So, check it out if you haven't. Next we have Dual Princess on Switch. Don't know anything about this game, but it's like the only actual new game coming out, so I guess check it out. And then last we have Man Remastered, coming to Switch. This also came out on other consoles and PC a few months ago, but now it's coming to Switch. So, God, why do I keep drinking this? Notable titles. 10 years ago, the game Mutant Mudds came out on the 3DS. This was a like a 8-bit, 16-bit platforming shooter game from a company called Renegade Kid, I think. Let me just check my notes here. Yeah, Renegade Kid. They had a little bit of success with a couple of first-person shooters around 2007, 2008, and made enough money they were able to make their own game after that and publish their own game. It was Mutant Mudds, and 3DS eShop title. Finally got a physical release later on in its life, but originally just a downloadable title. So, not really much to say about it. It was well received, but was kind of perceived as being a little bit kind of like uncool or whatever, compared to the other indie titles of the day. But has a strong following. People enjoy it. You can get it today on just about any major gaming console. So check it out. It's kind of fun. 20 years ago, NBA Courtside 2002 for the Nintendo GameCube. It's interesting seeing Nintendo publish a sports title, like a realistic sports title, and not a Mario whatever version of it. Yeah, you don't really see sports titles on Nintendo consoles much at all. They kind of died out on the GameCube. I mean, there was stuff on the Wii and Wii U, and they had sports titles. They did, okay, but they were always kind of like sort of watered down versions. So these NBA Courtside games is kind of like the last like real sports sims, I guess, on a Nintendo console. I don't know, that's probably wrong, but definitely one of the last ones published by Nintendo. So, yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that. It's a fucking basketball game. You like basketball? You ever play basketball? You play it? Yeah, it's NBA Courtside. 30 years ago, we had East 3. My weird ass hand again. Like claw. Like, East 3, Wanderers from East, which is on the screen behind me here. Super Nintendo role-playing game. Also came out on the TurboGrafx 16, but I think most people probably played it on the Super Nintendo back in 1992, if they did it all. The East series is not super well known, or at least it definitely wasn't very well known in 1992. Better known now. We've gotten, I think pretty much every game has come out in North America by now, based on remakes and stuff. But back in 1992, this was not the case. We weren't getting a lot of East games, and in fact, I think East 3 was the last one to come out in America until like the mid 2000s. So yeah. Compared to the other East games, I think 3 is probably the weakest. It plays like the most different. The first 2 were kind of top-down games where you would just kind of run into your enemies and do damage to them. And this one, it was a side-scroller where you would have to physically push a button to make your sword come out and do the attack. So a little more straightforward, I guess, but it lost some charm. And it's super hard, too, like unnecessarily difficult. And so you have to spend a lot of time grinding. You just walk back and forth down the same goddamn hallway, slashing dudes and stuff. And I don't know. It's not that great, but the series has a good pedigree, so it's highly sought after. Like, I think the Super Nintendo card is very expensive, like maybe the low hundreds, if you find one out there. So anyway, that's East 3. Not a lot to say about that. This week kind of sucks. I'm sorry. Finally, 40 years ago. That's right. Video games were still around. Video games were around 40 years ago. All you young people watching this, I know all you super young, hip teens are watching me right now. 40 years ago, Miss Pac-Man came out in the arcades. And, I mean, what a great game. What a great video game. Obviously, the sequel to Pac-Man, which came out in December of 1980. So it was a little over a year for the sequel to come out. Funny thing, though, it wasn't made by Namco. It was actually made by Williams. They wanted a sequel. Namco was in no hurry to make a sequel, so some guys at Williams just kind of, ROM hacked it basically and put out their own version, and it became super popular. So, yeah, I mean, Miss Pac-Man completely blows the regular Pac-Man out of it. Oh shit! What did I say? Miss Pac-Man knocks Pac-Man off his pedestal. Let's maybe rewind that. Anyway, yeah, it's just a lot more fun. There's the mazes. There's different mazes. Just everything about it was just an upgrade, like a sequel should be. It's the original game, but just a little bit better. So, great game. I mean, honestly, most sequels kind of follow this formula now. It's, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man kind of set the tone for how video game sequels should go moving forward. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go. This one kind of sucks. If you lasted the 9.5 minutes this is going to turn out to be, then good for you. I'm going to drink my disgusting shake now. Bye.